Javier Assad on the mound. And what we've seen out of Javi in the early parts of this season is really a continuation of what we saw a year ago. That is success throwing his sinker. Hitter since the start of last season hitting just .205 against that pitch, and this season just .154. And it's also a big reason why he's had so much success against right-handers. Throws it about 70% of the time that he throws it is two right-handed hitters, and they're hitting just .118. So if he can continue that, it's going to be a good year for Javier Assad.
So the Astros trying to combat their first inning woes. They starting the day leading the American League with a .350 batting average. Punches one towards second on one hop field to Horner, and Altuve safe. Altuve flying down the line, maybe about 30 feet per second as he beat that throw by Horner. Altuve on the go on a 3-2 pitch, and Bregman hits into right. Altuve will get to third. This is Astros baseball we've been waiting to see in the first inning. First and third, nobody out. Now Yordan Alvarez, we mentioned a few minutes ago with the Rispy numbers. Yordan just one run batted in his last 11 games, but he's going to have one here. He'll drive one to the gap in left field. It's cut off, but that's a sac fly. Bregman retreats to first. Altuve scores, and the Astros on the board with a first inning run.
Good team baseball right there. The hustle got Altuve on base and to third, less than 2 outs. And Yordan Alvarez found a nice little wrinkle and a cutter up out over the plate.
Fly ball right field. Tachman charging in, and Mike makes the grab. Pretty good job by Assad to limit the damage. Just one run scores. The Cubs will come up to hit trailing as we go to the bottom of the first.
Justin Verlander on the mound for the Astros. Second start of the year. Activated from the injured list Friday at Washington, and he got the win, giving up 2 runs over 6 innings after starting the year on the shelf with shoulder inflammation.
On the ground and through the left side. And a base hit for Nico Horner as he jumps on that 4-seamer.
That's up ball 4. Well, the Cubs have their first 2 runners on. This one is up ball 4. Second walk of the inning allowed by Verlander, and that'll load the bases. Got him. Big strikeout for Verlander. Went upstairs, and Bush chased it for a strikeout. One away. The bases remain loaded. Another big strikeout. JV with the bases loaded, striking out Bush and Swanson. Now 2 outs. Into center field. Dubon is there, and Verlander works around. Bases loaded, nobody out. The Astros fans here at Wrigley are standing in appreciation of the future Hall of Famer leading 1-0.
There's John Singleton now. In there, Assad able to get Singleton.
You love the sequence of pitches, and then this 2-seamer just runs away.
And a swing and a miss. Assad back-to-back strikeouts. He gets a 1-2-3. We're midway in the second.
First batter he faces this inning is Miguel Amaya. And he gets him waving at a pitch off the plate. That'll be the 3rd strikeout for Verlander in the first out here in the second. All fastballs so far to Crow Armstrong in this at bat. And he gets him swinging at another fastball. Crow Armstrong checks with the home plate umpire Jansen Visconti to see if that was a strike as he goes down for the 4th Verlander strikeout. He strikes out the side. Justin Verlander, the 41-year-old, continues to roll with the K's today. 5 of his 6 outs.
Jose Altuve standing in the pitch.
Altuve swings here and rips one left field. Canario back up at the wall, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a grab. Alexander Canario twisting and turning and hauling it in.
Really nice play here to take extra bases away from Altuve.
Here's a 3-2.
Outside corner, and Tucker didn't like it. There's 2 away.
Targeted for that outside edge. Amaya sitting out there, presented well for Visconti, and he rings them up.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Foul tip into the glove. Assad has retired 12 in a row.
We'll see a 13th pitch coming, and with each foul ball, the crowd getting more and more into it. JV working hard to try and figure out how to put away the opposing catcher. Got him. The 13th pitch is the lucky one for Verlander as he strikes out Amaya for the 2nd time. What a battle. 6 strikeouts for JV.
We found a way to get him fastball inside, kind of tailed across the plate, but tied up Amaya and finally got that swing and miss he was looking for.
Got him. Strike 3. Good slider away. Armstrong lunges for it. And he's the 7th strikeout victim for Verlander.
Nico has singled, and he is doubled.
The only hits for the Cubs today, those 2 by Horner.
On the ground through the left side of the base hit. Nico Horner is 3 for 3.
That's a walk. And that could be it. Here comes Joe Espada. Justin Verlander is not going to be able to get through 5 today. He wanted it badly, and you know he doesn't want to see Joe come out here, but Joe really has to be concerned about Verlander for the season. He's at 95 pitches.
New pitcher in the ball game is going to be Rafael Montero. Tough spot. Couple of runners on and 1 out.
He got him. Montero picks up a big strikeout, getting the DH for out number 2. Fly ball center field. Shielding his eyes is Mauricio Dubon. He says he's got it, and he does. And Justin Verlander goes 4 1/3 shutout innings today. The Astros still lead 1-0 at the end of 5.
Top of the order, it'll be Altuve, Bregman, and Alvarez against Javier Assad, who's been sensational again today. The 0-1. Swanson shading his eyes. Dansby. That's out number 1.
Astros still don't have a hit since the second batter of the game. Bregman with a hit to right field with Altuve running. Since then, Assad has retired everybody else with the exception of a walk to John Singleton with 1 out in the 5th. Bregman floats one beyond first. The second baseman Horner can't get there. Hit number 1,000 for Alex Bregman, the 14th Astro to reach 1,000 hits in his career. A little flare eluding both Horner and Michael Busch.
Congratulations to Alex Bregman getting to that 1,000-hit plateau.
Ground ball. Fair ball knocked down by Busch. Tucker's going to reach. Bregman to second base. Astros have a couple of runners on with 2 outs.
Greg Counsell out of the dugout, and we've got a pitching change. Still, though, more good work from Javier Assad. Rafael Montero back to work. It'll be Swanson, Madrigal, and Amaya. And that's a base hit. Back up the middle. Dansby with his first hit of the day. Pitch inside. Runner takes off. And there's a stolen base. Off the glove. Redirects down Altuve, and everybody's safe. It ricocheted off of Montero's glove. And the Cubs are in business.
Men at the corners. No one out. Last of the 6th inning. It's the Astros with a 1-0 lead. Miguel Amaya will stand in.
Runner goes.
Hit in the air to shallow right, angling toward the line. Tucker, he slides, it drops in! A base hit! Coming in to score is Swanson, throw to second, and they nail Madrigal with the force. But the run comes in, tie ball game.
Now let's see if Pete Crow Armstrong can do a little something here. Get the Cubs back in the lead.
In the air, right field. Tucker going back, turning and looking. First big league homer for Pete Crow Armstrong, and it gives the Cubs the lead. His first big league hit.
396 feet.
Congratulations to Pete Crow Armstrong. A big swing of the bat for the Cubs to give the Cubs the lead.
Joe Espada's going to get tossed. Seemed rather calm coming out of the dugout, but Jansen Visconti was the one who was upset. He was the one doing the yelling. Joe just kind of calmly walked out there. I think Joe's seen enough in this stretch of losing 7 out of 8 games and in trouble here, down 3-1 in the 9th. I'm not sure what precipitated that.
Hector Neris is the new man on the mound, being asked to close this one out. So 2 away, men at the corners for the Astros, and it'll bring up John Singleton.
On the ground to first, Busch, nice play, ball game, Cubs win. Neris closes it out, and the Cubs sweep the Astros.